The mysterious opening. Who was young Meimei before fame? They say fame changes everything. But what if I told you that before the cameras, before the headlines, before the world shouted her name, young Meimei was just a little girl with dreams bigger than her world could contain? Imagine her as a child, her eyes wide with innocence, her heart fragile yet unyielding, carrying silent burdens that no one knew about. To fans today, she is elegant, graceful, and strong. But the story of who she was before fame is not only emotional, it is devastating, inspiring, and almost too real to believe. In the quiet corners of her childhood, young Meimei lived a life that felt small but carried storms within. She was born into an environment where nothing came easily. Her family was neither wealthy nor powerful, and opportunities seemed like distant stars, beautiful but unreachable. Her early home was filled with the sounds of daily struggle, the clattering of dishes in a modest kitchen, the muffled sighs of parents working tirelessly to provide, the constant reminder that every coin mattered. Yet within those walls also lived a little girl with an imagination too vibrant to be contained by circumstance. Mei's earliest days were marked by contradictions. She was playful, radiant, full of laughter when the world allowed it. But behind that laughter was a silent understanding that life was harsh. She knew what it meant to go without, to long for things she could not have, to watch others live with ease while she had to fight for every scrap of joy. Still, she never let the pain silence her spirit. She turned to small joys, singing when no one was watching, drawing dreams on scraps of paper, humming tunes while sweeping floors. Those tiny acts became her escape, her secret rebellion against a world that tried to keep her small. As a child, she was different. Teachers noticed her quiet intensity, the way her eyes seemed older than her years, carrying questions and dreams most children her age could not yet form. Friends came and went, some drawn to her kindness, others unsettled by her silent strength. Yet she was often misunderstood, too soft for the harshness around her, too imaginative for a world that wanted conformity, too ambitious for people who could not see beyond survival. And so, she carried loneliness inside her like a second skin. But loneliness did not crush her, it shaped her. It became the soil from which her determination grew. By the time she reached her teenage years, Meimei already carried the demeanor of someone far older, someone who had seen enough hardship to know that the world would not hand her dreams. She would have to carve them out herself, inch by inch, wound by wound. She began entering small competitions, singing contests, talent shows, even school plays, anything that would allow her to stand before an audience and test the fragile wings of her potential. Though she often faced rejection, she walked away stronger each time, refusing to let disappointment become defeat. Those who knew her then say there was a fire in her, a resilience that shone even when everything around her tried to dim it. Her voice carried pain, but also hope. Her eyes revealed sorrow, but also vision. Every performance, no matter how small, carried the weight of a girl trying to tell the world, I am here. Do not overlook me. The journey was far from easy. There were nights when Meimei cried herself to sleep, wondering if she was foolish to believe in dreams that seemed impossible. There were days when her family struggles weighed so heavily on her that she considered abandoning her ambitions altogether and accepting a simpler life. But then she would remember those childhood moments, her songs, her sketches, her laughter echoing in the face of hardship, and she would remind herself that giving up was not an option. The turning point came slowly, not like a sudden miracle, but like dawn creeping over a dark horizon. Small opportunities began to appear. One performance that caught the attention of a local scout, one audition that led to another call, one introduction that opened a slightly bigger door. Each step forward carried its own battles, long rehearsals, endless criticism, people doubting her every move. Yet Meimei endured, carrying with her the scars of her past as proof of her strength. And then fame came, sudden, overwhelming, and unrelenting. The little girl who once sang in the shadows of her small home was suddenly standing under lights so bright they could blind anyone unprepared. The world saw beauty, talent, and grace. But May carried something deeper. She remembered the cracked walls of her childhood home, the tears she hid from friends, the weight of knowing that success was her only chance at rewriting her destiny. Fame was not just a prize, it was survival, redemption, proof that she had not fought in vain. But fame is a double-edged sword. Along with admiration came scrutiny, along with opportunity came pressure. People expected perfection, forgetting she was still human, still vulnerable, still the same girl who once sat alone sketching dreams on scraps of paper. Yet Meimei did not crumble. Instead, she transformed. She took the lessons of her childhood, the resilience, the patience, the unshakable determination, and poured them into her career, her artistry, her very presence. She turned pain into power, wounds into wisdom, loneliness into light. Before fame, she was the girl who carried storms in her silence. After fame, she became the woman who could command storms and turn them into music, into performances, into moments that touched millions of hearts. Her story is not one of overnight success. It is a story of survival, of a child who refused to be broken, of a dreamer who refused to wake up even when the world told her to stop dreaming. That is why fans love her, not just for who she is now, but for the story she carries. Every smile on her face today holds the echo of a little girl's tears. Every graceful performance is layered with memories of awkward auditions and painful rejections. Every moment she stands in the spotlight is built on countless moments she stood alone in the dark, whispering promises to herself that one day the world would see her. Young Meimei before fame was fragile, but unyielding. Young Meimei after fame is powerful, admired, and still unyielding. But at her core, she remains the same girl, a child who believed against all odds that her voice could rise above the noise of doubt, that her dreams could outgrow the small walls of her world. And she was right. Her journey is not just about fame. It is about courage, about every child who feels unseen, every dreamer told to be realistic, every lonely heart that refuses to surrender. Young Meimei's story is living proof that no matter how small your beginnings, if you carry resilience, vision, and heart, you can transform not only your own life, but the lives of everyone who witnesses your life. So the next time you see her smile on screen, remember, it is not just the smile of a celebrity. It is the smile of a little girl who conquered despair, embraced her scars, and turned every battle into the foundation of a legend. Her legacy is a reminder that dreams, no matter how distant they seem, are worth fighting for. They are worth the tears, the loneliness, the endless nights of doubt. Because when you refuse to give up, when you hold fast to the spark within you, you can light up the world in ways you never imagined. Young Meimei did exactly that, and her story will continue to inspire anyone who dares to dream beyond the confines of their circumstances.